The economy is constantly evolving. It transcends the limits of language, culture, and distance. Logistics has also evolved. Now, it is more important than ever that everyone works together to make sure goods are transported safely, accurately, and in time. Every company is looking for the solution to keep their business on track and perform operations easily and more effectively. AFR Solutions was created to put an end to the pain of excessive expense for management and make business run more optimally. We called it LogisForce, a system built on the cloud computing platform of Salesforce. It helped all departments in logistics and trading companies work more optimally and quickly. We have been constantly researching to create other modules to help optimize the entire workflow of a company in the logistics industry. Our ecosystem, LogisForce, is a system where data is secure, work is reported in real time, and data is easily accessible from the multiple devices. With LogisForce, we can do anything, whatever that is, regardless of whether it is a requirement to handle basic tasks in a forwarding company such as making documents for export, import, sea and air, to more advanced requirements such as CRM or accounting. We can handle it all with LogisForce. Everything is done on a single software platform. Everyone is working hard, doing their best to help improve the system and create great tools for the company. It's a family where people feel happy, proud, and love their work. We have the best in development and have staff who will treat your company as an individual provider with unique needs.
Okay. Welcome attendees. We're going to wait another minute or two for other attendees to join the webinar. So please bear with us. We'll be starting in a few minutes. Mr. Kwan, you may test your mic as well.
Yes, now there is no noise.
Great.
Sounds okay. Thank you. Yeah.
We'll be starting in a few minutes. Let's wait for a little more time to give the attendees a chance to type that.
Right now, the economy is constantly evolving. It transcends the limits of language, culture, and distance. Logistics has also evolved. Now, it is more important than ever that everyone works together to make sure goods are transported safely, accurately, and in time. Every company is looking for the solution to keep their business on track and perform operations easily and more effectively. AFR Solutions was created to put an end to the pain of excessive expense for management and make business run more optimally. We called it LogisForce, a system built on the cloud computing platform of Salesforce. It helped all departments in logistics and trading companies work more optimally and quickly. We have been constantly researching to create other modules to help optimize the entire workflow of a company in the logistics industry. Our ecosystem, LogisForce, is a system where data is secure, work is reported in real time, and data is easily accessible from the multiple devices. With LogisForce, we can do anything, whatever that is, regardless of whether it is a requirement to handle basic tasks in a forwarding company such as making documents for export, import, sea and air, to more advanced requirements such as CRM or accounting. We can handle it all with LogisForce. Everything is done on a single software platform. Everyone is working hard, doing their best to help improve the system and create great tools for the company. It's a family where people feel happy, proud, and love their work. We have the best in development and have staff who will treat your company as an individual provider with unique needs.
Okay, thank you everyone for your patience. We will now start our 2023, the first webinar of the year. So I'd like to welcome all the guests and all the attendees to join us today here online, hosted by AFR Solutions International. And today's topic will be DX, the digital transformation in logistics industry. As a second page, you will see the brief agenda and content of what we're going to be talking about today, from the slide introduction of our company, following with the overview of logistics industry and trend, and then the digital formation, more details about the whole overview of what you can do better in the system of the company. And we'll end with some Q&A and the introduction of our company in details. Today, we're joined by three speakers. First, we have Mr. Kwon Hyuk Pil, the founder of AFR Solutions and creator of LogisForce. He'll be discussing the topic of the digital formation in logistics industry. Followed by Mr. Phanya Tam, who is the director of Southeast Asia, AFR Solution. And he will be introducing you more about our company and more information on the Salesforce and the LogisForce itself.
And lastly, Mr. Tommy Beck, which is me. I'm the Senior Project Manager of AFR Solutions, and I'll be giving you a brief outline of current industry and trends of the logistics field. So to begin with, we're going to give you a slight brief introduction about the AFR Solution, who this host is. Well, we are an IT company that provides a top-quality cloud-based solutions for logistics industry, supply chain, and trading management. We primarily provide consulting services and solutions to enterprise and institution all around the world. Currently, we have 4 branches in Asia, one in Korea, Cambodia, Japan, and Vietnam. And we are entering the Philippines market, and we are already starting to do our work there as well. We are currently partnered with the major IT industry giants such as Salesforce, Google Cloud, Microsoft, and DocuSign. We provide not only the logistics-based cloud computing services. We are trying to provide the well collaborated real-time work process in your company and between your colleagues. Here are some of the examples of the modules that we actually provide to the companies. We do from customer management services to forwarding, transportation, trading, terminal, warehouse, shipping, accounting, and more integration modules, and etc. And we'll go back to this and give you more details of how we work and how we can provide solutions for the logistics company. So getting into the main topic of our today's subject, I'll give you a brief overview of current logistics industry and trend within Philippines itself. The logistics industry remains very significant and growing segment of the Philippines economy due to the commerce and infrastructure development for the last 5 to 10 years. In 2019, the transportation and storage summed up to 13 billion US dollars and has accounted for 4% of the Philippine GDP over the last 5 years. The Philippines' strategic location at the right edge of the Pacific West makes it one of the most convenient docking locations for the supply routes, as it is essentially connects many export and import material markets in different countries across the globe, especially in the Far East Asia. And of course, the freight forwarding sector, which currently accounts for 21% of the transport storage and establishment companies in the country, will continue to dominate the logistics market, benefiting largely from the government's currently fast-building infrastructure program. Especially the warehouse industry is still high in demand, driven by the thriving e-commerce business, which has been brought forward due to the current pandemic issues. And this bodes for the industrial and logistics real estate sector growth in 2022 and furthermore. According to the survey, the manufacturing, logistics, and e-commerce will continue to grow in the past 5 to 10 years. And currently, the industrial vacancy rate has dropped 0.1%, even from the pandemic period of time. Now we will look into the logistics market features of Philippines in more graph and data form. As you can see in this graph, the total trade and transport service for Philippines has risen about 16.8% just in 2 years, which is a very good amount comparing to any Western developed countries. And as an archipelago, the Philippines relies on maritime transport. So this number is really good and it is expected to continue to rise in the coming years. So in terms of revenue, the road transport has been the highest share in the domestic logistics market due to e-commerce and growing manufacturing facilities, and accounts for 58% of the domestic cargo traffic in volume. The maritime transport is the second, and with the revenue of 35%. On the left chart, you can see the gross value added for the Philippine transportation and storage sector. This is different than the revenue, of course, because it shows how much of the revenue has been taken from the land transport and the warehousing. So as you can see, the logistics and the warehousing is still taking a huge part of the gross value added in the sector. We are going to the logistics cost to sell, where we can see how much percentage of your work is going into the sales itself. As you can see, the transport, warehousing, and carrying inventory and logistics administration sums up to total 27%. This is quite high compared to any other Southeast Asian countries that's in the logistics industry as well. As you can see in the chart, compared to Vietnam, Indonesia, and Thailand, Philippines struggles to have more percentage in the transport and cargo, as well as the logistics administration. The example like Thailand and Vietnam has more or less 60% to 50% less cost rate than the Philippines logistics administration and also transport. This brings us to the logistics performance index rank. This is created by the World Bank's logistics World Bank, which kind of shows the overall the ranking of how the country is doing with the logistics industry. And as you can see in the chart on the left, the Philippines on the 60th, and which is still kind of behind the other major countries such as Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Of course, this ranking is projected to go higher to the next few years due to government's focus on domestic company monopolization and the new infrastructure and manufacturing facility buildings. So hopefully the rank can go higher faster than later. So here are some of the improvement actions the government actually proposed. In 2016 and 17, they released the National Logistics Master Plan, which details some of the main goals they're looking to promote, which are the trade and investment, the connectivity, logistics resiliency, regional development. And these will be helped by the focus in the area of infrastructure development, policy framework, regulatory regime, and institution buildings. Of course, this plan was to last from 2017 to 22. However, due to the recent event of pandemic, this goal has been pushed a little bit farther, pushed back. The master plan, as proposed, is to implement the transportation infrastructure and trade logistic force. So in 2019, Marina launched a new 10-year maritime industry development to accelerate the achievement of nationality integrated and global competitive maritime industry. And even though the government is focusing on improving the logistics sector of Philippines, there are still major challenges that the companies face within the area. The two major points that we can point out are these two. The first is the manual processes. A lot of businesses in the countries still employ manual processes to document, to process, and deliver, and all the major company procedure to go through manually. Now, this seems in the past not to hinder the speed of the business process. However, as the time goes by into the 21st century, this has probably slowed down much of the quick reactions with the client. The second major challenge that the Philippines is facing is inefficient custom clearance processes. So many importers and also exporters complain about the length of time that the performing custom and clearance processes. This has very close relations with the first issue, which is the manual processes. Because the current custom clearances is still run in manual processes, the time is taking very long time, making the companies unable to quickly deal with the clients and quickly deal with the logistics procedures. And for the next slide, if you're familiar with this picture, then you might be one of the companies that's actually using still the manual processes of using, for example, Excel. Of course, Excel is a very great tool in many businesses to document and keeping track of the data in the system. However, in connection and communication, Excel has a lot of disadvantages of running the company itself. So here are a few of the points that I can share about the disadvantage of using the Excel. They're vulnerable to fraud because anyone can control, anyone can actually fix and edit regardless of their positions and power. Now there is a Google Drive which kind of gives the access to different kind of positions. However, a lot of people still don't understand how to use this permission set in the Google Drive. The second, susceptible to human errors. Of course, any manual process is facing this problem because we are not a computer. We tend to make human errors, and this can actually hinder a lot of the company procedure. Third, the unfit for agile business practices and continuity. One of the main problems with Excel is it's not centralized document. Of course, you can save Excel in multiple different platforms and multiple different places in the system in certain folders. However, this is taking a lot of time for management or even employees to find the right document to give and share for the fast business procedure. And it's not really designed for the collaborative work. Of course, the Google Suite system is helping the companies to collaborative work by editing together, having to share the documents easily. However, it also still hinders the communication between the company and the clients. And in logistics industry, that's the most important part. Yes, you might be able to have the system in your company that you can already using to speed up the process. However, when it comes to dealing with your clients, you can't really share your Google documents with them or any manual Excel sheets with them because they would have a security or any confidentiality issues. And of course, it's very hard to consolidate because the manual documents are everywhere in the computer, the folders, in the hard drive, or in the system. So it's very hard to consolidate when in need. But last but not least, the scales poorly. As the companies grow and as the companies expand into the new field and new market, which is a very good thing, the manual process actually backfires on this expansion because of all the other disadvantages, because of the lack of connectivity, which is the key point of the 21st century logistics industry. So how do we solve this problem of having disadvantages of manual processes of current situations and also using these older tools that we had in 20th century? We come to the solution of digital transformation. And we are already in 2023, 23 years after the jump of the millennia in 21st century. However, a lot of experts have said the first 20 to 30 years is a transitional period of any millennia. Yes, from 2000 and 2020, we have not felt a lot of changes in the digital transformation. We have seen VR, we have seen electronic cars. However, when it comes to industrial level, a lot of companies still struggle to see the automation and the full transformation of digitalization so far. We have few main sentences that we can give out for you to think how we can approach this digital transformation even to the company. First, reimagine the strategic architecture of your supply chain. Now, as the world is changing because due to pandemic and what comes more, there are connectivity through online and less through offline. And of course, your supply chain and your work has changed whole differently through the last 2 years in pandemic. So we already understand that your strategy for global expansion or your domestic expansion is always changing. And this goes to the next sentence, which is drive the agility and opportunities for growth, digital supply chain. Of course, as you re-strategize your architecture, you must think about, okay, are we going to stick with the manual process and go through this whole process again to make them clear? Or are you going to implement something that would bring the speed of your company and optimize your processes of dealing with your clients and internal issues? And through all these, you can extract cash and cost from your supply chains even better and build transparency and resiliency. As time goes by, more and more companies internationally are looking to work with partners who's more transparent. Of course, who wants to work with a company who's hiding a lot of information? And yes, most of the companies, they want to be transparent. However, they have a problem of being transparent because of their manual procedures and manual system that blocks them from sharing certain information and having hard time what can be shared and how can we control the transparency. And this, we are going to give you more insight of how we can develop this digital transformation of your company through our next topic. So our CEO of AFR Group, Mr. Kwon, will give you the whole insight of what of our current situation is in the logistics around the world after the pandemic, and what steps we can take in order for you to understand and implement the new system into your company. So, Mr. Kwon, please take it away.
Thank you, Tommy. First of all, thank you for everyone for attending our webinar today. My name is Kwon. I'm a founder of AFR Solutions, and also I'm a creator of LogisForce. I will spend around 20 minutes to share some information which can help you in the challenging environment. So there are three main topics today. First, issue and challenges for logistics company in the new normal. Second, cloud computing and SaaS, SaaS. Third, world's best cloud computing platform and the most suitable cloud computing platform for logistics companies. First, I would like to talk about global phenomena and its impact on logistics. Let me pick up some important keywords from this slide. And pandemic wave, global warming, war, inflations, and high interest rate. If you see the keywords, these are directly or indirectly impact logistics, and more impact on our daily life and daily business operation. So COVID-19 impact on logistics and operations. COVID-19 pandemics was a huge disruption across the global logistics. 72% company reporting a negative effect, and 11% of the company reporting positive effect. So if you see it on the left side, negative effect, 72%. On the positive effect, 11% only. How about your company? Are you in the positive effect or negative effect? I haven't seen so many customers. Some company really doing good during pandemic and post-pandemic. Some company really struggling to survive post-pandemic. How about your company? 72% of today's audience in this webinar would be in the negative effect. So what are the key issues in the daily operation in the logistics? In the logistics company, there are many functions to complete the logistic mission. Each function faces very different type of issues and also sometimes shared common issues. If you see the table, you could find some sample main issues that we collect from more than 100 logistics companies in Vietnam, in Cambodia, and Philippines during interview. From top managers, middle managers, sales, operation, customer service, and back office, there are many issues you are facing. So how about your company? what kind of issues you are facing right now, and how are you going to deal with those issues. Very challenging, and sometimes very hard to find the solutions. What comes next? So these issues and challenges make the logistics company change on priority. So actually, post-pandemic pushed the logistics company change their thinking on the priority. This research from Ernst & Young showed that the post-COVID-19 pandemics accelerate pre-existing issues in the supply chain and brought the priority changes. So such as efficiency, workforce capability, visibility, resilience, digitalization is priority right now among the logistics company. So how about your company? Do you have any priority in your company? So let's see our daily life. We have to get used to the new normal, and the new normal is no longer new. As you know, it becomes just normal because we have to live with the pandemics, war, global warming, and they will not go away anytime soon. In the new normal, we have to try to have less physical contacts, less transportations, less contacts. So many companies in the logistics try to provide a work from home working environment. They transfer to the work from home. But after implementing work from home, many companies suffer from loss of revenue and increase of cost. I think obviously you understand why. What is the disadvantage of the work from home if we are using Excel file every day? So how can we solve such a problem? You need the digital transformation we call DX to overcome the difficulty. The best way of DX is to apply cloud computing, especially we call SaaS. I will explain later about SaaS. So technology in the new normal should be able to support this critical working environment. Work virtually, work from home, online document handling, online signature, online stamp, access the system 24 hours from anytime and from anywhere. Sounds simple, but it's not simple at all. If you work every day with old-fashioned legacy system, or if you're using Excel, you never achieve this. So work from home support less physical transportation. Travel is if we go further. Technology have to provide environment, allow access from any device, access from anywhere, access anytime with strong security. Security is very important right now. Also, work from home support less physical contacts. Sometimes contactless if go further. Also less paperless if go further. For example, e-approval support less contact, less paper, and work from home. Submitter can submit an approval request with all the detail and evidences. The approver can check the detail and approve or reject on e-approval. Here, no paper involved and no human contact required. Simple as that. Let me talk about BCP. About BCP, we have to prepare business continuity planning before another pandemic wave coming or global phenomena hitting your country. A BCP is a plan to ensure the business process can continue during a time of emergency or disaster. Technology should be able to support users to continue their job at pandemic or natural disaster. So let's imagine you have a flood in your office. Your system will get wet and you will lose all your critical data. If you have a fire in your office, you will have same impact. Imagine if you have a data on the cloud, even you have a flood or fire, you will not lose your data and can continue your operation without any disturbance. So up to now, I talk about the new normal with the COVID-19 and the global phenomena. Let me move on next topic. So your question will be, what is right technology? And what are the characteristics of right technologies? What are the right technology in the new normal? What are the characteristics of the right technology? I pick up the most important six aspects here. Short lead time, low initial cost and maintenance cost, accessibility, scalability, data security and protection, and compliance. Lead time is most important because you cannot wait 1 or 2 years to get the system. The system should be prepared or ready for your users within a month or within 3 months. So when you need a system should be there. You cannot wait 1 year, 2 years. Also, cost will be low. You cannot invest $1 million to have a fancy good system, but take 2 years, it's too late. Another aspect is security and compliance. Security and compliance become more important than ever because more staff work from home, which increase the risk of data manipulation and hijacking. So you must use the high-end cloud technology which pass the security standard and meet the compliance requirement, such as privacy, ISO, trust, and etc. In this session, I will introduce some of the best cloud technologies and SaaS. Cloud computing is the delivery of the computing services, including servers, trees, database, and networking software. SaaS, S-A-A-S, we call SaaS, is one type of it and pay a monthly fee, and SaaS vendor is responsible for everything. They take care of everything. So what is the benefit of cloud computing? I already mentioned 6 aspects in the characteristics of right technology session, and also I add 2 more slides in here for your reference. Here, important thing is the flexibility and collaborations. In this page, I can pick up document control, security, disaster recovery, already I mentioned, and competitiveness. I'm not going to go detail because it's too detailed and you can read it later. Okay, so next one. On the left one is on-premises. On-premises is the typical type of system architecture. You need to prepare everything, including server room, server, security, database, and application, everything. You need to prepare everything. On the other hand, there is another type of architecture we call cloud computing. In the cloud computing, there are three types of cloud services: IaaS, PaaS, we call PaaS, and SaaS, we call SaaS. IaaS stands for Infrastructure as a Service. Amazon Web Service is one of the typical example of IaaS. PaaS stands for Platform as Services. Microsoft Azure Cloud and Salesforce platform, Google platform are one of the typical example of PaaS, PaaS. SaaS stands for Software as a Services. SaaS, including infrastructure, database, application. So all you need is to have a license. So it's a bit more advanced cloud computing. So SaaS is the most advanced type of cloud computing, which is able to provide a licensed software application to the user. So all you need is you need the licenses. For example, Google G Suite from Google, Sales Cloud, and Service Cloud from Salesforce. DocuSign is also SaaS. In the logistics industry, particularly, our LogisForce is the SaaS solutions. We will talk about later. So here, decision-making flow for system selections. This slide shows the flow of the decision-making processes in the logistics system implementation projects. First of all, you have to decide on-premise or cloud computing. Of course, we recommend choosing the cloud computing because I already mentioned that there are many benefits on cloud computing, right? And then once you decide cloud computing, as the next step, you have to decide which type of cloud computing is most suitable for your company and your country. If you can find SaaS available in your country, especially in Philippines, please choose the SaaS and just subscribe it. Just buy the license, just use it. If you cannot find the SaaS available in your country, in Philippines, please choose a PaaS, PaaS, and develop a system on the PaaS. You need to spend 6 months to 1 year to get system done for you. And you need a lot of money to develop it. So when you select the SaaS or PaaS, there are many criteria that you should not forget. Cost perspective, technology perspective, function coverage, flexibility. Already I mentioned almost of them, but let me pick up two important things. Cost perspective, you have to consider upgrade cost or system integration cost. So your system should be flexible enough to integrate with other external systems that you have. Also, function coverage, system should cover from front end to the back end so that you can have a one platform having all function in it. So you don't have so many silo systems together. So what are the world's top cloud platforms? Here is the one ranking website for the cloud computing industry. As you can see, top 5 cloud computing platforms are Microsoft, Amazon Web Services, Google, Salesforce, and SAP. Oracle is number 6. IBM is number 10 ranking. So in the cloud computing, Oracle, IBM is no longer major. Here is a PaaS and SaaS comparison for the logistics industry. If you consider SaaS in the logistics industry, there are not many options you have in Philippines. Therefore, I pick up Salesforce, Google Cloud, Microsoft as PaaS from top 5 cloud computing platform, and also I added DocuSign and LogisForce as a SaaS for logistics industry. Actually, if you can see, Salesforce, Google Cloud, Microsoft, DocuSign, None of these have a logistic function, but the LogisForce only have logistic function in it as SaaS system. So let me go a little explain about Salesforce. Salesforce is known as the #1 customer relationship management platform, CRM platform at present. Salesforce is becoming the world's best platform for the business application also. So actually this is #1 in the business application. Why is #1? There are many reasons, but actually Salesforce has a number of SaaS for the different users. They have Commerce Cloud for e-commerce. They have a Marketing Cloud for the marketing automation. They have a Sales Cloud for the sales automations. They have Experience Cloud for the customer and agent portal. And they have a Tableau for data analytics and MuleSoft for integration. So Salesforce platform is a PaaS, and Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud are SaaS. Salesforce also can be easily integrated with external systems such as SAP, ERP, Oracle, Heroku, and any accounting system you might have in your company. So easily can integrate with your system. Now, next one is the Google platform. GCP, Google Cloud Platform, is a suite of the cloud computing services that run on the same infrastructure that Google use internally. And it included Google Search, Gmail, and Google Drive. Alongside of the management tool, it provides a series of modular cloud services, including computing and data storage and data analytics and machine learning. So G Suite is one of the most famous Google Cloud services. Besides G Suite, GCP also focuses on more big data and data analytics, AI, IoT, and integration. So GCP is a PaaS, G Suite is SaaS. Let's move on to the Microsoft. Microsoft has 3 types of services: platform service, application service, and software service. Platform service, platform service is known as Azure. Microsoft Azure is the Microsoft public cloud computing platform. It provides a range of cloud services, including computing and analytics and storage and networking. Application services include Dynamic CRM. I think you might have heard of it, Dynamic CRM, and platform service. Platform service is PaaS, and Dynamic CRM is a SaaS. Next one is DocuSign. DocuSign is a SaaS that provides electronic signature technologies and digital transaction management services for facilitating electronic exchange of contracts and signed contracts. In daily operation, there are many procedures need to be signed, such as sales contracts, order, NDA, service agreement, and offer letter. With DocuSign for Salesforce is e-signature solution that integrate with the Salesforce and LogisForce also. DocuSign makes any workflow or approval simple and secure and fully digital. With the DocuSign, you can send, sign, track agreement, and approval anytime, anywhere from any devices. Concept is same as a SaaS system. So here is the best practices, multi-platform in the logistics. This is one of our recommendations. So G-Suite is used for email, calendar, or document storage, and the real-time communication with the internal staff and the external member. LogisForce is for logistic operations such as forwarding, transportations, warehousing, trading, and CRM. And DocSign is for e-signature for contracts order on top of LogisForce. This can be integrated with your accounting system, which issue invoicing and taxation and the financial report. I think this is all from me today. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
For the insight on the digital transformation and all the cloud computing and SaaS options. Now we're going to get into our last topic, which is the slight introduction of AFR Solution. This, our Southeast Asian Director, Mr. Tan, will be sharing it with you. So take it away.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Tommy, and thank you, Mr. Kwon, for your sharing about your experience and knowledge related to digital transformation. Okay, the next part is in my sharing about our company AFR Solution in more detail about our scope of service. I think it will make all of you guys more understanding and more clear about our system also. Yeah. Chưa chuyển quyền recenter cho anh nào. So sorry about our connection is so slow. Yeah. The first one, I think all of you guys heard that our solution is the company who provide for the Salesforce cloud computing system. Yeah. So what is the main roles and also main of the solution that we are providing right now? Especially that we are the consulting partner and also this is the ISV partner. That means we can provide for you on kind of the service that at the moment Salesforce have. Example, you can see here the solution we have: Salesforce platform, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Commerce Cloud, Experience Cloud. And I think all of this one may be quite new with the people who don't have any experience with the technology. However, you can imagine that if your company needs a CRM for your management, for your operation, don't worry, our company AFR Solution can provide for you the solution based on Salesforce platform, based on Salesforce solution. Okay, this is the first one. And the second one, industry that we have in experience before. Okay, specialized as we almost mentioned about the logistics and supply chain management industry. However, we also have the other customer in the other industry, like the retail, manufacturing, finance, and also e-commerce. Okay, almost belong to your requirement. Our company, our team will support to customize and build up the system for yourself. Okay, and how we can do it? Based on our experience, is one key success, right? And the other one, I think, on most of the company in the world also need this is the people. With our team member, we have over 84 certification. We qualify with the Salesforce, right? We have the Salesforce admin, Salesforce consultant, a lot of kind of the certification that Salesforce require. And beside us, not only about Salesforce, we also have the other certification with the other organization like Google, Microsoft. Yeah, this is the kind of the thing that we are always confident because of our team member. They have enough the knowledge, enough the experience, and they can build a system for the customer. Yeah. Okay, they're the first one about the Salesforce specialist as our company. And the second one, when you heard that about the LogisForce, one of the kind of system that's AFR Solution provides. So what does it mean? LogisForce is an integrated logistics solution that we are building based on Salesforce platform. Logic here means logistic and fork means Salesforce. Okay, so we build this system with the hope that we can make the new generation for the logistic system. Okay, with the LogisForce package, you guys can find out the first one like the forwarding management system. The example, your company work like transportation company, even as you write for the company, you do the air, sea, import, export, right? For sure that you need a system for your management. And forwarding management system is one kind of the solution that we can provide. And the other one you can see in the ring here, we also have warehouse, transportation, trading, and order management system also. And if your company like the shipping terminal or like the container ride port, we also have about the ride port system for your container yard to manage how many stock get in and get out every day. Yeah, and what kind and where is located in your the container yard. Okay, and beside with the main system, on of the customer can use more module for your management like accounting module, manage about your finance, manage on about the cash flow in your company, and the other one. You would like to manage about your customer, your partner. You can use the module like Cloud CRM. That means customer relation management. Okay, and the other one, if you would like to interact with the human resource management, okay, we can do it for you. And also our LogisForce package have the module for the human resource management. You can manage about the talent acquisition, manage about the employee information with the compensation and benefit. Okay, this is the package that LogisForce can provide for you. So don't worry about the detail of the system. If you have any demand related to the system and related to your operation, please send us the message after the webinar or the email. We can check your message and email, then we will get back to you what kind of the system would be suitable for your operation. Then we will consult for you about this one. Okay, there the second one. And the third one, how we can build the LogisForce system or even that's like the freight forwarding management system, because we focus on the process, we focus on the experience. That's all of the system that we can do it, right? You can see here the logistic focus area here. This is like we have the forwarding, warehouse, and transportation. Then after that, we do the shipment, or we need to tracking how about the shipment status right now, right? So we can do some delivery, accounting, and at the end, that's it, like the dashboard. Like the management level, you no need to check in more detail how about the daily work of your staff or how about the daily detail of the shipment. You can check the dashboard. Then after that, you can zoom in for each of the dashboard to see each of the function in more detail. I think this would be better for your operation as well. Yeah. And the last one, and how many customer we have right now? I'm so confident that at the moment our AFR solution we have in the 4 country. The first one in Japan, second one in Vietnam, third one in Cambodia, and the number 4 in Korea. And we have over 50 customer on ready. So I write out here is some kind of the special customer for each country, and specialized for Philippine markets. We have 2 customers. The first one, that's IECP in Philippines. They use our system for almost 5 years already. And the other one is Philippine Pioneer Forklift. This is a new customer around last 2 months until now. So on most of the customer here, they use our system, LogisForce package, and also we build some kind of the cloud computing development project for them. Okay, almost belong to what is the requirement. Yeah. So I think this is the general information that I would like to share to all of the attendees today about our AFR solution. First one about the Salesforce specialist. Second one specialist about the LogisForce package. And the third one, how we can do it. And number 4 is our customer, who is our client. Okay, hope that's enough information basically for all of our attendees today can understand and can remember uh, who is AFR and what we are providing right now. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Tommy.
And our services to you. So now we're gonna get into we're gonna give the floor to the attendees here for the question and answer. If you have the main questions that we will answer with our best knowledge from Mr. Kwon, myself, and Mr. Tam. So if you this is how you can submit a question. You can submit a question on the bottom of your chat, and then we will display it, and then we will answer the questions. I believe we already have a few questions that's been previously asked through the confirmation emails. So we're gonna go over a few of them, and meanwhile, you can send us any questions throughout this.
Tommy, I can I pick up some question and I can answer right now?
Oh yes, of course.
Yes, thank you. So the name is Villa Noel. Can you search the Villa Noel? Okay, over there. Go up a little bit. Oh no, yeah. Okay, Villa Noel. Yes, correct. Thank you. What is the most difficult thing when you implement the system for the logistics company? This is a very good question. I love it. Actually, we have done more than 50 projects in the logistics company, and most difficulty is the changing human habit and resistance to the changes. So especially who has a less skill, who worry about losing job, they against the systemization. So they don't want to change it. They want to keep their job because they know it, what's going to happen to them. So we need very strong leadership to change the company to the next level digitalization. And sometimes there are some sacrifices. Some people have to leave, or some people remain. They adapt it. But leadership is key thing to change the human habit. That's my comment to these questions. And can I pick one more questions?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Malva Richardson, can you show the questions? Yes. Yes, there are many software serving logistics industry, but what makes you confident that LogisForce will be the optional solution for the logistics industry? Salesforce as a CRM platform, yes, correct. So I cannot imagine how the LogisForce leverage it to solve the problem in the logistics industry. Okay, good questions. We are using Salesforce platform. We are not using Service Cloud or Sales Cloud. We are using Salesforce platform to build the LogisForce. It means we are using Salesforce as a tool, as a platform only. We build all the logistics, forwarding, import, export, air, ocean, transportation, cross-border, and accounting, CRM, everything for logistics, we build on the Salesforce. So you feel like this, you have a Salesforce already, and you have a logistic on top of it. We start these projects from 2014. Now 80 years, we keep developing this system on the Salesforce. So we are the one of the pioneer using cloud computing technology to build a logistic solution since 2014. Okay, so this is my answer. Can I pick up one more, Tommy?
Yes, go ahead.
Liberty Noe.
Okay.
Okay, does cloud enable connection across the source? I'm using company software. What do I have to do? Move data to the cloud. Can you integrate it here? Okay, there are two ways. One, integration. As I already explained to you in the beginning, integration is one of the key factors when you choose a platform or solution. So if you want to keep using your system, it's okay. We can integrate with LogisForce. Second, there's another option. You want one platform to manage every data. Then you need to remove the legacy system. When you remove the legacy system, we need to migrate all the data and put into the new system. We provide two solutions. Any choice you have, we can provide it. So no problem at all.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
And yes, I think, is there any question that I need to answer?
I think there's another question. Yes, we have a question from Ms. Antonia Rosas. Do you provide trial period for the system? And
I think Tom can answer this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This question from Antonia Rosas. For shoulders, we will have the trial demo system for all of the customer. The first one, we have some kind of process like the first one. You give me your request, your demand about the system. Okay. Then the second one, we will have a meeting for the demonstration to show you about our system. And after that, if you want to trial, we will give you some kind of trial account to try our system around 1 or 2 days, or 3 days. Then after that, we will discuss in more detail what is the difficulty that you met when you trial the system. Okay. Hope that answer can support you well. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Tam.
Okay, so Tommy, I have two more questions here. What is the cloud and Edmund NT? Yes. Okay, that's okay. All right. So secure if the data is located in cloud. I think I will show you those. Tommy, can you show me the slide? We have a security slide in there. We have all the detail in there, right?
Yes.
So can you open the slide? And then, yes, that one. Thank you. All right. So LogisForce itself, we are using Salesforce platform. Salesforce actually comply almost every security requirement and compliance requirement global level, because Salesforce provide all the cloud services to the big bank, government, and insurance company, and any big company. So actually, Salesforce itself already meet all the requirement. So it's a lot more secure than any server in the world you can imagine. Okay, and that's my answer. Also, next question is Edmund Antijan. What is the cloud system platform Salesforce? I think this one, our team will contact you to send you some detail. Okay, so Tommy, we write down this and then we send the detail to him. Okay.
Sure, not a problem.
Okay, and then what is the advantage of using cloud platform? I think whole today we go through the benefit and advantage of the cloud computing already. So maybe we can send more detail later to the Luis Mercado. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I think we answer already to the most of the question, right? So
Yes.
Is there any other question remain?
Well, continuing the answer for Antonia Rosas, we actually have this page for our special offer for the webinar attendees. This adds on to what Mr. Tam was saying. We're going to be offering up to 50% discount for the license fee for the first year and up to 2 months free for the LogisForce. So these are the conditions for the March. And yes, we're going to be providing the trial period for the system. And we will consult with you, any of the attendees who attended this webinar, to give a chance of how the system actually works. So you can try it out, feel it, and decide for yourself if this is going to be a good installment for your future expansion. So with that said, please, you may contact us anytime through our website or our Facebook page or our email address or the phone number. We'll be sharing this presentation and of course, recorded the video to all the attendees here. So you can reference to any information that you saw in this webinar and consider for our partnership. So thank you so much for your attention and your participation today and your time. We hope to see you soon. And yes, let's continue to get our companies and our goals match with the current situation and in the future that's about to come. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.